You defended him? I've defended him before any evidence came out. I shouldn't have done that.
We need to talk about something serious because this situation is heavy from every side. Celeste Rivas' father publicly thanked God after David was arrested in connection to her case, and that moment alone shows how deep the pain runs for her family. They have been clear and consistent, saying all they want is justice and for her voice to finally be heard. On the other side, David's parents are standing firmly behind him, insisting he is innocent and refusing to accept the accusations. It feels like two completely different realities moving at the same time.
The narrative that's been spun on Twitter. First off, I want to retract my statement. Obviously, the other day, I was defending David before all the new evidence came out. I do not condone anything that David has done or is doing, okay? That's wicked and it's just unbelievable.
What makes it even more uncomfortable is that even after the allegations began surfacing, some streamers were still defending him online. Now people are revisiting those old reactions, breaking them down piece by piece, and questioning why anyone was so quick to dismiss the claims. Then there is Neo Langston, which adds another complicated layer. He was arrested months ago for failing to appear in court tied to the Celeste case. Recently, he has been posting subtle messages online that sound like he knows more than he is saying.
Hey, matter of fact, bro, I'm about to head Pokey up, bro. We're in a double suit. Hit you with a double lawsuit, mother.
The posts are not direct, but the tone feels intentional, almost like he is hinting at information without fully putting it out there. That has people watching him closely and trying to read between the lines. David has pleaded not guilty to first-degree crime, which is one of the most serious charges someone can face. If convicted, it could mean life in prison or even the penalty. That alone shows how intense this case is and how high the stakes are for everyone involved.
Bro, I can't stream it more, bro. Like, bro, why is it just like...
The investigation has been going on for months. It began when Celeste Rivas' remains were found inside a Tesla connected to David after the vehicle had been towed to a police impound lot. That discovery changed everything and pushed the case into full public view. For a while, updates slowed down and it seemed like things were happening quietly behind the scenes. Then his recent arrest pulled the case right back into the spotlight. According to the criminal complaint, prosecutors claim there was ongoing conduct between September 2023 and September 2024.
The details are disturbing here is truly an understatement. Prosecutors claim in this filing that David even bought a burn cage to incinerate evidence.
Evidence they plan to present in court, proof he bought 2 chainsaws, body bags, and other tools to kill her, even using a blue plastic pool to conceal any blood that might spill onto his floor. However, they claim to have found Rivas Hernandez's DNA in his garage.
District Attorney Nathan Hochman alleges that David acted after Celeste threatened to expose what was happening and potentially harm his career. These are formal accusations outlined in court documents, and now the legal process will determine what is proven and what is not. If that is true, then it starts looking less like something sudden and more like an effort to silence her before anything could come out. That shift in perspective is what makes this situation feel even more serious. The homicide charge David is facing also comes with 3 major enhancements: lying in wait, acting for financial gain, and allegedly targeting someone who could have been a witness. Those added allegations are a big reason this case is not being treated as routine. Prosecutors argued that these specific factors raise the stakes significantly, potentially putting the case in penalty territory if proven in court.
And on that cell phone, they would exchange sexually explicit images, talk about pregnancy, abortions, Plan B, birth control.
Blue plastic fragments were found in Celeste's wounds. Well, now we are learning from prosecutors that an expert was able to make a physical fit match from those blue fragments to that blue inflatable pool David allegedly had at his home.
The way it is being presented suggests this was not a split-second decision. Instead, authorities are describing it as something planned and deliberate, not impulsive. Naturally, the internet has been reacting fast. Online conversations are now questioning whether people close to him, especially other streamers he associated with, knew more than they admitted publicly. That brings attention back to his friend Neil Langston. At one point, Neil was arrested for failing to appear before a grand jury connected to Celeste Rivas's case. That alone pulled him into the spotlight. After that, Neil reportedly went on his private Instagram account limited to close friends and began venting. He said he was legally fine and claimed he had all the receipts, brushing it off as if he could back up everything. Later in those posts, his tone reportedly shifted. He expressed frustration, saying he had trusted certain people with his side of the story.
I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died.
Court filings allege that Burke killed the teen because she threatened to expose their sexual relationship.
I was like, wait, I might be onto something, bro. So I dropped it right after that.
Only for them to distance themselves once he was arrested and his name became publicly linked to David. Neo also emphasized that he was never formally charged with a crime, stating that the warrant was withdrawn and suggesting that there is more to the story than what has been reported in the media. Still, people are asking the same question: what receipts is he referring to? If the situation is as clear as he suggests, many wonder why the proof has not been shared publicly. At the same time, reports have mentioned that David allegedly took a long late-night drive to a remote area of Santa Barbara. That detail has only intensified public speculation as the case continues to unfold.
Her parents took away her cell phone. That's when the prosecution claims he gave a kid in junior high $1,000 to give the victim a cell phone that he purchased so they could keep communicating.
David has pled not guilty, and his lawyers have said in the past they will vigorously defend David's innocence. Burke's defense will most likely argue that Celeste accidentally died from an overdose, and Burke panicked, cutting up and hiding her body.
This all traces back to spring 2025, months before Celeste's body was eventually found in the trunk of his Tesla. That timeline alone has people raising eyebrows. Reports mention a late-night trip out to a remote area, and he was not allegedly alone. Rumors started circulating online that Neo may have been with him during that drive. There is no official confirmation of that, but internet detectives have been connecting dots and building their own theories. Then, right after Celeste's body was discovered, Neo suddenly wiped his Instagram clean of anything connected to David.
That tragedy, and somehow hate on me. My brother, there's bigger problems. They will use that to hate on me, which shows they don't give a fuck about the case at all, or the girl that was the family that was affected. They just want to use it to hate on me.
You think David did it?
Do I think he's a murderer?
Yeah.
Can't rule him out.
No way. I don't think it's him because he's been on tour.
That move caught attention fast. When people stack those details side by side, it creates a wave of suspicion online. Some say it feels off, others say it is just a coincidence. But either way, the timing is what keeps fueling the conversation. Still, it is important to separate speculation from verified facts because so much of this is based on what people think they see, not what has been proven in court. Neo is not the only name being pulled into the spotlight. Jason the Ween is also being discussed heavily.
You're the next David. He's really the next David, bro.
David's killing it.
According to prosecutors, text messages revealed the two had an argument on April 22nd of last year. The memo says Rivas Hernandez's remains may have been in the singer's Tesla for months and says visitors to his home asked about the smell.
The brief also claims Burke stabbed Celeste several times and watched her bleed to death.
Critics have pointed out that he defended David early on when the allegations first surfaced. Now, some are questioning whether that defense came from simple loyalty or from knowing more than he let on. That question alone has kept his name trending in discussions around the case. At the same time, others are defending Jason the Ween. They argue that when he made those comments, David was not yet publicly charged, so he may have simply been reacting as a friend without full information. In fast-moving situations like this, people often speak before understanding the full scope of what is happening. Loyalty can blur judgment, especially when someone is close to the situation.
All ordered under a fake name.
Okay, so pay attention to this one. This is a photo of Celeste and David, proof that romantic homicide was uploaded on her birthday.
And after she arrived at his Hollywood home, her phone went silent permanently. The memo says Burke sent late-night text messages to Rivas Hernandez's phone asking where she was in an attempt to cover up the
Jason the Ween and Pokimane have reportedly stated that they are pursuing legal action against an X page called KickChamp, claiming it falsely accused him of involvement in the David case. From his perspective, that legal step appears to be a direct pushback against being linked to something he says he had nothing to do with. Even with that response, the same question continues to circulate online. Did he know more than he shared, or was he simply defending a friend before the facts became clear? That uncertainty is what continues to drive public debate. While all of this unfolds, it is important not to lose sight of the people at the heart of it, Celeste Rivas's family. At the end of the day, they are the ones living with the pain and still waiting for real answers. Her father released a statement saying, "Thank God, justice for Celeste."
Met Celeste Rivas Hernandez when she was 11 years old, and they started a sexual relationship in 2023 when she was 13. He was 18. She threatened to expose their relationship and destroy his career. It's alleged that she came to his Hollywood Hills home on April 23rd, where he her multiple times, including cutting off 2 of her fingers because one of them had a tattoo of his name on it.
Those words carry weight. The family has made it clear that they are committed to making sure her voice is heard and that the truth comes out through the legal process. At the same time, David's parents remain on the complete opposite side, standing by their son and believing in his innocence. 2 families, 2 completely different beliefs, both waiting for clarity. What everyone agrees on is that the full truth matters. If anyone else had knowledge and chose to stay silent, that would raise serious ethical questions, not just about loyalty, but about responsibility. This situation is bigger than internet drama. It touches real lives, real families, and real consequences. As the case moves forward, the courts will sort through the evidence and determine what is proven. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think there is more to this story than what we know right now? Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who are following the case. I will see you in the next one.